So here's a quick update for everybody who's donated and helped the project so far. We obviously didn't meet our desired goals, but that's okay. What you guys did contribute did get us a bit further along down the road. And so I wanted to show you what we were able to put together. We were able to contract with an engineer who put together for us a circuit. And the circuit's quite complex. If I were to flip this over for you here, you can see what's called a PCB or a map. It's all these little lines here and all these little tiny components, which are resistors and so on and so forth. But the bulk of it is we have this Princeton remote radio frequency decoder. It is one of the better decoders out there on the market, and a series of pinouts, and each bracelet will only use 2 pins depending on which frequency or button is pressed. So this is how the bracelet will be calibrated to the particular remote control. You can see down here that this little coil here is actually an antenna, and that's sort of the basics of the circuit. The only thing missing from this picture is that we're going to shrink this down a little bit more. There will be a spot for the battery, and the vibrating motor will be placed along the top. This is the actual keychain remote control. You can see it here in my hand to get kind of a general size of it. It has a couple of cool features. One, it's this sort of wood grain look and feel. 2, it's got this slider. Slides up and down to reveal the buttons. There are 4 buttons available to you so that you can control up to 4 remote controls. It has 4 different bracelets. It has LED feedback. And to provide that really far range that we spoke about, you can extend this antenna off the top of it. And so if the bracelet is a considerable distance to you, you can extend that. And that actually gets you close to half a mile of actual range. Now, in a typical scenario, you're not going to use it up to half a mile, but that kind of strength allows you to go through a lot of walls, a lot of obstacles, and vibrate the bracelet through, even at your neighbor's house, for example. So these are the basic components, and this is ultimately what creates the tapping bracelet in its final form. And this is what we were able to put together thanks to your donations. From here, it's just a hop and a skip to a final product. Like I said, we had the battery and the actual vibrating motor into this component. Shrink it down a little bit more. And then that slips inside the bracelet, and then we'll have an actual functioning version. And we'll be back up on both Indiegogo and Kickstarter, and you'll be able to see the bracelet in action sitting there on the table vibrating away. And we'll show some various different scenarios of it actually in use so you can see its practical functionality. So again, thanks to everybody who donated. I know we didn't reach our goal, but we did make progress, so your contributions were valuable. Thanks everybody. Keep in touch. Keep watching our progress by going to the blog and website at tappingbracelet.com and see where we're at with the project, and let your friends and family know. Thanks.